Sports. With Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special... So, Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got those players made out. New York and Indiana, they were terrific and helped those teams. How did the Raptors make out when all was said and done?
Both of those players were upcoming free agents. It was difficult to judge the trade market. But with that said, the Raptors were able to get draft picks plus young, exciting talent like Canadian R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. But let's factor in the biggest key here. It's Scottie Barnes. He is their future. He's their untouchable. He's who that front office feels great about as their cornerstone moving forward.
Love Barnes. Love him. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Poeltl make up the inside pair. Thompson is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. And it's Ingram in at the small forward.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from three.
Bridges, no one around him. Trains it from beyond the arc.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Thompson passes to Quickley. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
And Quickley with a big-time answer knocks down his own three.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ball from long range. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Thompson the bounce pass. Ingram wide open. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. For 3, Okogie traps in the tray.
Stays ready, lets it fly. You've got to be decisive in the catch-and-shoot game. Josh Okogie, yes, sir.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now Thompson is coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Good on the shot.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Okogie. Back to ball. From deep. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who was such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the team. I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon.
That's just MP reading the defense, going through his progression, and making the right play.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Okogie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Thompson outside. Pass to Ingram. Fires from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Ingram's got 6 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get
these good looks.
And here's Miller outside, and the Hornets miss again. Toronto leading by 12. MP looking around. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's the screen. Ball no good.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Thompson passes to Ingram. They get it back quickly with a wide open look. It's good from long range. He's got 6.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Miller against MP. Pass to Okogie. So Shams, when the league brought in that 65-game played rule, it sure seemed to motivate players to suit up.
Those awards aren't just about prestige, Kevin. They're about cold, hard cash. And every summer, we're going to see records set for the biggest contract in NBA history. Every summer that goes by, and that certainly has an effect on players wanting to play and players being in the lineup. Now with the 65 games played rule, there is an incentive for all NBA teams and different accolades.
Yes, well said. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Barnes. And it's Miller in the corner. Pass to Okogie. For 3, Bridges. Toronto grabs the miss. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they forced.
And I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Miller against Thompson. Back to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Barrett. MP's got 10 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Williams has a screen for Ball. Over to the left wing. Fires the 3. Off the mark, and he's 2 of 8 for the game.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot in flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Bridges misses.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
The three from MP. The Hornets pull it in. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Guys, when we think of Josh Okogie, the athleticism is eye-popping, and the relentlessness with which he plays a game, that will be what keeps him on the floor.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Charlotte. Smith comes in for Miller. And here is MP. He's got 19. Takes a three. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Number 2, Grant Williams.
Here's Mann. And the layup falls. And you look at the way the league is moving now, Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. There's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better, for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Charlotte shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. Smith on the wing. Barrett covering. Clock at 6. Nice shot by Smith.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
1:52 left here in the first quarter. Fires for three. Hands it from downtown.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Barrett.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
The three from MP. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Here's Mann, covered by MP. And yes, it's good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Pass to Boucher. Back to MP. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. For three, Ingram sinks the triple.
Brandon Ingram.
Ingram's got his third bucket of the night.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Smith against Barrett. Smith scanning the floor. Williams a screen on Barrett. That's a 2 from Smith. Toronto grabs the miss.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Pass to Pirtle. MP outside. For three. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. The Raptors out in front, running away with this one. And welcome back to the second quarter. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Nurkic. Miles Bridges comes in for Grant Williams. Okogie's checked in for Smith. And Miller's subbed in for Trey Mann. MP passes to Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Barnes has got 7 points in the game. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources, the players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA?
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
Outstanding. So for Toronto right now, they've got MP. There's Boucher out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Barrett, and it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Pass to Ingram. MP outside. Back to Ingram. 6 to shoot. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Trey Mann, he's checked in for ball. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The Hornets have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Here's Mann. Charlotte no good that time either.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
MP passes to Barnes. A three-pointer is right on target. Barnes has got 10 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Mann, finding the lane.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working. I'm sure there's a third hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we sign up for. This is what we love, to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Some changes for Toronto. Pirtle comes in for Chris Boucher. And quickly in for Barrett.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning, and you don't see that often from a young man this age.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Thompson passes to Pirtle. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Charlotte has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Bridges inside. Barnes on him. Bridges misses.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Inside. Barnes can't get it to go.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
To the paint. Here's Williams. Tries again. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Barnes screen on Miller. Here's Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
MP.
Thompson's got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
.125 left in the first half of basketball. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Miller outside. Williams sets a screen for Miller. It's rebounded by Quickly.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Thompson for the triple. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. On the wing, man. Quickly covering. Bridges finds Williams. Here's Man. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Raptors out in front, delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Toronto Raptors.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
And with a moment here, time to give our compliments to the players of the week. The Western Conference winner, Nikola Jokic.
The talent of the Jokers being recognized. Big achievements for the big man from Serbia. He's one of those players that can win at any time.
Yeah, he's asked to do a lot, I'm telling you, but he ends up doing it, and he gets a lot of triple-doubles, Shaq.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Bridges out there with Mark Williams. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the Hornets 5. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kevin, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Barnes, right side. MP outside. Back to Barnes, takes the three. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Miller. Miller with another miss.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
You know, looking at the turnover story, they've had a few miscues along the way, but as we see on the scoreboard, it hasn't hurt them.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Ball with the bucket.
What a finish by LaMelo Ball. Thin frame, but that length at 6'7", he can mix it up now.
Thompson outside. Right wing. Raptors moving the ball around. Ball against Quickly. And Thompson kicks to Quickly. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Lobbed up there for Miller. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And offensively, Miller is terrific on the perimeter, but he can also play above the rim as well.
Down low, here's Ball. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's a whistle that goes on Scotty Barnes. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Hornets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Ball against Quickly. Left side, Ball. Goes back up. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdur-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees, so the experiment was a success.
A huge success, D.A. Thank you. And there it is for him. And that's 10 points for Jakob Pirtle.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Miller kicks the ball. Looking to get it going, and then that's good off the glass that time. Ball's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
Thompson finds quickly. Back to Thompson from the arc. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Ball, the pass to Williams. And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Toronto.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Williams can't hit. Toronto's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots down since halftime. They're lighting it up here.
What execution. MP getting up high for that finish.
Here's Ball. 14 points for him. Miller outside. Bridges outside. Pass to Miller. Here's Ball to stop the run. Here's Bridges. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's MP. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Brandon Miller.
Boy, you love to see the intensity from MP. Doesn't let the physical defense impede him in any way.
Charlotte making a switch here. Man's checked in. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Back to MP. Pass to Barnes. On the wing quickly. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 5 assists tonight.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
MP against Ball. Pirtle. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Mann. Good on the three-point shot. Mann's got 15 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
Bridges kicks the ball. From past the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And again, another assist.
And what's amazing, he's nearing the franchise record for most assists in a single game.
This team feeds off his unselfishness. and his commitment to keeping everyone else involved. Miller surveying the floor. Steps back and fires. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's MP. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist by MP. 17 points in the game.
We know Scotty Barnes will embrace the physicality. That score is about concentration.
Outside ball. It's Miller on the wing. Bridges outside. And nothing has fallen for him right now. Bridges has gone 1 of 5 from deep. Thompson passes to Ingram to the inside. Barnes can't get it to go. Charlotte's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Bridges.
Watch him.
Back to man. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, boy, Miles Bridges showing you that he's not just a scorer. How about that pass and setup?
11 feet away, another possession, another assist.
And that last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. How about the night he's having?
He's been on time and pinpoint with his passing all game long. Fantastic performance to tie the franchise record.
That unselfishness of LaMelo has been on display since day one.
Now, here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine here. For the three, drills the three-pointer.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And some changes here for the Hornets. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Mark Williams. And Smith subbed in for Ball. Raptors also changing it up. Chris Boucher.
Well, this guy knows how to put on a show. Put Miles Bridges in the dunk contest. Did you see that?
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Thompson passes to Dick. And another assist for him.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision both to find his teammates and to reach new heights.
And this is what we love about MP. As much as the spotlight seems to find him, he's always looking for his teammates.
Miller, that's for 2. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got 15 rebounds here tonight. MP finds Boucher. Boucher sets a screen for Thompson. Shoots over Bridges. Toronto working the ball around now. Thompson passes to Barrett. Back to MP. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Here's man. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Bridges. Back to man. Against the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
You love to see the unselfishness of Miles Bridges. Just another guy has a better shot. He's ready to move that basketball.
The drive by MP. Pirtle. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Pirtle's got 14.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
And here is Bridges. Back to man. Lets the 3 fly. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto with the ball. To the middle. Here's Boucher. Bridges with the steal. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Out to Smith from downtown. Knocks down the 3-ball. Smith's got his second basket of the game. 9 seconds left in the third. Thompson outside. Beyond the arc. And again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. And so it's the for Charlotte. The Raptors also with the sub. MP's checked in. So for Toronto right now, they've got R.J. Barrett. Thompson is out there with Dick. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Mobo in at the 4. And here's MP for 3. Good! Another from 3.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Pass to Boucher. Now Barrett. Thompson with it. He's guarded by Nurkic. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist from Barrett. 66 points for MP.
And that was good defense there, but in the end, MP's offense just a little better.
Miller finds man. Now here's Ball. Can they get it? And Ball slams it in.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And the Raptors call time here. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Williams comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Miles Bridges in for Williams. Dick can't get it to go.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Yeah, sometimes your teammate gets you open with a screen, MP able to capitalize.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Williams a screen. There's Ball with the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. To the inside. Here's Boot and another assist.
And the passing display just doesn't end. Tally up another assist for him.
That one will put him tied for third in the all-time assist list. One of the best games I've ever seen.
And to notch 28 assists in a single game, it's something you just don't see anymore. He's among the greats now, and this has been a performance of a lifetime.
Boucher, and again another assist.
And this is a passing display that will be dissected for years after this one.
Well, the dimes keep piling up, Greg, and now he is tied for second most in assists. What a floor leader.
Well, Porter had been alone for second most assists in a game at 29, but that's not the case anymore. In what has been a jaw-dropping performance, that mark has been matched.
There's Miller with the 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his third assist on the night.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass is coming.
Pass to Dick. Shoots the 3, and another assist for him.
And he has passed his way into the history books. That assist putting him even for the top spot all time.
Well, easily one of the best passing performances of all time, and his next assist will set him apart from everyone.
And it's just a mind-boggling number. 30 assists for him, and he has equaled the mark set by Scott Skiles back in 1990 30 assists is more than most teams get in a game.
MP up top. He's covered by Ball. Thompson from long range.
And his performance today, guys, is really a thing of beauty. A triple-double for him today.
Man passes the ball, and Ball slams it in.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
Pass to Boucher. It's Barrett on the wing. Ball against Thompson. 5 on the clock. Back to Barrett. The tray. And another assist.
And the record is his alone. What a game.
Truly a game for the ages. How lucky are we to have seen it? This guy has been terrific, passing his way into history before our very eyes.
31. That is the number now, the single game record for MP. Scott Skiles had it since 1990 with 30, but MP has established a new one.
Okogie's checked in for the Hornets. And Toronto also making a switch. Abaji's checked in. Williams passes the ball. And it's good, 2 points. Ball's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
Thompson for 3. Connects again from distance.
And with that made 3, he now stands alone for third most threes in a single game.
He's been locked in, and it's been lights out for him all game long, D.A. What a shooting performance. Pass to Abaji. Three-pointer. And again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Miller, no luck. Miller's gone just 25% from the arc, 2 of 8. Good, another from 3.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Toronto.
What an effort in the transition. And another one falls.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages. Pass to Williams. Here's Bridges. Here's Okogie. Barrett covering. Back to Bridges. Down low. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And the rebound goes to the Hornets. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Okogie, the pass to Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Miles Bridges up in the air above the rim. That is a show. Look out below.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Connects again from distance.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Ball surveying the defense. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin.
No one has ever had as many
You're seeing what we do in practice behind closed.
And that said, how do you improve?
UK Sports Crew.
I always knew you had this in you, MP. That's my guy right there. Man, I know Scott Skiles is big mad somewhere right now. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time.
Now, I admire your willingness to dress.
The clothes make the man.